Hello friends, welcome to our channel. Here we are going to look at problem 3527. Find the most common response. So I guess for this problem, so the data structure we're going to use or practice is data structures. So I'm going to use set and dict or hash map. So here we are given a 2D array called responses, where each element of responses is an array of strings representing survey responses from id. So we want to return the most common response across all days after removing duplicate responses within each responses item. If there's a tie, we're going to return lexicographically smallest response. So here, the length actually is bounded above by 1000. This is the response's length. And each atom is also bounded by 1000. So overall, so it will be at most 1 million, right? 1 million atoms or responses. So if you look at example 1, so here, this is the one response, but the good and okay are duplicates. So after you deduplicate, you get a good and okay. For the second one, so you get okay and bad and good. Okay, bad and good. And the third one is good. Fourth one is bad. So overall, good appears 3 times, and okay appears twice, and bad appears twice. So we're going to return good. So in other words, so to do the problem, we just need to do a set operation for each response item, and then we do a counter overall, right? So this will be extremely straightforward. First, I'm going to initialize a dictionary. So this dictionary is going to do a counting, right? So now we're going to iterate over the responses. So for item in responses, first I'm going to make it a set. Let's use a temp, right? Set item. So this is for doing deduplicates. So this is exactly what the set data structure can do. So this will be a set, right? For each atom, we are going to increment its count by 1. So D, let's see, for response in temp, right? So D, this guy. So we are going to increment its count. So it's possible that this key not in the dictionary yet. So we're going to set it to be 0, right? Then increment by 1. Right, so that will be the case, right? So afterwards, you just need to let's first print out this D, and then we can prepare the return. So here, if you look at the first example, so here see good appears 3 times, okay and bad both appear twice respectively. So here, if for example 2, right, so okay, good and bad twice, and all the others once, right? So you're going to return one of those, but we want to return the lexicographically smallest one. So that is bad because it's start from B, right? So with that said, let's prepare the return. So I'm going to set result to be none, and then I'm going to iterate over the dictionary. So max frequency. So I'm going to set it to be, say, -1, right? That's more than enough. So for response and the frequency, right, in D items. So if the frequency is greater than the max frequency, so I'm going to set the result to be R and the max frequency to be the current frequency, right? Another case is that the frequency are tied, right? Ties, right? So frequency. So in this case, if R is less than the result, right? So here, let's see, if result, yeah, so it will be okay because it has that none. So you can set to be, say, empty, right? So if frequency equals maximum frequency, and in this case, so result, if R less than result, we're going to set the result to be R. So then we can do the return. So we just need to return the result state. So let's first run it. Yeah, it passes the 2 cases. Now let's look at the generic case. Yeah, it passes all the cases. So here actually it might be good. So you can put an empty string so that you can always make a comparison. So let's submit again. Yeah, so basically this problem is rather straightforward, right? So basically you can use set and dict to achieve that. So here let me make a comment. So here I write like this, but if you don't know the get method or do not want to use it, you can do something like this. So you can do this is the collections counter, right? So you just use increment by 1. So you can submit that. Yeah, it's also good. So I guess with that said, that's basically about it for this I would say straightforward problem. We have a big YouTube channel which contains many playlists according to problem types. You're welcome to use those playlists to practice. With that said, thank you for watching.